Hello, this video is of class 10th and in this video I am going to explain what is Euclid algorithm. This concept comes in your lesson first of class 10th in NCERT. I am going to explain you how will you find a Euclid algorithm, Euclid division algorithm. With the help of this Euclid division algorithm, we find HCF very simply. For example, we have to find HCF between 72 and 36. Okay, so just see how we apply Euclid division algorithm and find the HCF of these two numbers. Just see here, take the bigger number inside and divide it by the smaller number. We have I will take it as 20. Okay, now I just divide it by this and we will got 60. Okay, now 12. Now if you multiply both these and add this, you will got 72. So right here 72 is equals to 20 into 3 plus 12. Okay, this is the first step. Now just take this 20 inside here and divide it with the help of our remainder. Okay, this is the step. That means the term which is here in place of divisor, we make it as dividend, and with the help of remainder we divide the second term. Okay, now when we divide it, what we will got? We got 12 ones are 12 and we left over with 8. Now again we write dividend as here and 1 into 12, or you can write 12 into 1 plus 8. Clear? Now again take the 12 inside your this. That means 12, you just make 12 as dividend and divide it by remainder. Okay? Just follow the steps. These are the remainders. Okay? These are the dividends. Clear? And these are the divisors. Clear? Now 8 ones are 8. We have left over with 4. So we again write 12 here and 8 into 1 plus 4. Clear? Now write 8 inside here, 4 here, 4 twos are 8. It becomes 0. So we have 8 is equals to 4 into 2 plus 0. When we got 0 in place of remainder, it's get completed. And last term which divides and makes the 0 is our HCF. So in this case 4 is the HCF. Okay, I am going to explain it again by taking some more example. Just watch it carefully. Okay, so there's another question by which we are going to learn how to find Euclid division algorithm. So just take 867 inside your box and 225 here. Now divide it by 3. 5 3s are 15, 3 2s are 6, 1 7, 3 2s are 6. Now subtract it, that is 2, 9 and 1. So we left over with 867 is equals to 225 into 3 plus 192. This step is very important. You have to multiply these two and this add this one when we write it in the algorithm form. Now take 225, which is the divisor here in the dividend, and divide it with the help of remainder. This is the most important step. If there is a fault in this step, you will be confused later on. Okay, now when we divide it, we have 192, that is 3 and 3. Okay, so we have 225 is equals to 192 into 1 plus 33. Okay, now again the same process, just move it. 33, 192. Now 6, it is not gone, so 5, 3 5s are 15, 3 5s are 15, 1, 16, 12, 7, and it is 2. That means 192 is equals to 33 into 5 plus 27. Now make it dividend as 33 and divide it by remainder. Now we have 1, that is 27, that is 6 over here. So we have 33. We write dividend here and divisor here and add the remainder. These are all remainders. Clear? Now again make the 27 in the bracket and 6 here. That means 6 4s are 24. So we have 3 over here. So we have 27 is equals to 6 into 4 plus 3. Now we know that 3 ultimately divides the 6. So we left over with 6 is equals to 3 into 2 plus 0. Just see, we got the remainder as a 0. So this last one, 3, is the HCF for these two numbers. In this way we perform we find the HCF of any two numbers using the Euclid division algorithm. I am going to explain some more topics. Just don't skip the video. We have these types of questions in our syllabus and we have to solve them, and we don't able to understand how these questions can be done. There's a term written over here, irrational number. Firstly, I want to explain you difference between rational number and irrational number. So, when we have any digit which is in the form of p by q, it is a rational number, and we have any digit which is written in form of, in this way, it is our irrational number. This is just a tip which I want to explain you in order to solve these questions. Now I am going to solve this. Prove that under root 3 is an irrational number. So whenever we want to prove anything, we just take a contradict of that. So I also write as let under root 3 is a rational number. Now rational number is in the form of p of q. So we have under root 3 is equals to p over q. So now we have q under root 3 is equals to p. Squaring on both the sides, we have 3q square is equals to p square. So as p square is divisible by 3, because it has term over here 3. So p is also divisible by 3. Just understand it clearly. We got 3k square. So p square is divisible by 3. When p square is divisible by 3, then p is also divisible by 3. Let p is equals to 3k. Okay. So when we put here in our equation 3k square is equal to p square. In place of p square, I put 3k square. So we have 3k whole square. Now here we have 3q square is equal to 9q square. Now q square is equal to 3k square. So from here, q square is divisible by 3. So q is also divisible by 3. In this way, p is also divisible by 3 and q is also divisible by 3. That means p and q are co-primes. So we assumed that under root 3 is a rational number is wrong. So ultimately under root 3 is a irrational number. In this way, we do these types of questions. I hope you will understand the concept now. Yeah, we have seen these types of questions in our textbook, and we are not able to understand how these can be solved. By Euclid division algorithm, we have A is equal to bx plus c. This is the form of Euclid algorithm, division algorithm. Okay. Now, here we put b as 6. Clear? Because it is given 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5. We take the value of b as 6. And value of c. Here we have, it is from 0 to less than 6. Why? Because this value is 6. So we have to take the values below the 6. That means we have the values of r as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now we check that. Now here I can take r so that you can understand it very well. And here I take just r. Okay. In this way. Clear? So now we have to check, show any positive odd integer. That means odd integer is in this form. So that if we find any even integer, we just remove that. We just leave it. So now put one by one. We have the values r is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if you count, these are 6 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have total in all 6 values, but as we take from 0, so we just leave the 6. The last one digit 6 we just leave. We check for each and every value in this equation. Okay. Now when we put, so we have the form 6q plus r. Now when we substitute r is equals to 0, then we have 6q plus 0. That is, we have 6q, which is an even integer. It is get divided by 2. So it is even. So we just leave it. Because in question we have to show positive odd integer. It is also written positive. So we never take any negative value here. So it is an even integer. So this is not our answer. Now next case, when we take r is equals to 1. So we check it for 1. So this value gets checked. This 6q plus 1. Now we know that we cannot divide it by 2. So in our answer, we take the value 6q plus 1. I think you got the clue which I want to explain to you. Now this is checked. Now when we write 2 here in place of r to check, now this term gets divided by 2 and we get the answer 3q plus 1. So 6q plus 2 is not the odd integer. So we just leave it. Now when we put r is equals to 3, we have 6q plus 3. It is divided by 2, but this is divided by 2. So in odd integer form, we will take the also 6q plus 3. So this will not be taken, it will be taken. Now when we write the value of r is equals to 4. Now both the terms get divided by 2. So it is not odd integer because it is divided by 2. It is the even integer. So I leave it. Okay. Now when we put 5, we have 6q plus 5, which is not divided by 2. So we just take the value 6q plus 5. In this way, ultimately it is shown that positive odd integer is in the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5. Okay, I think you got the concept and I am going to take some more questions regarding that. Now watch another question. use Euclid division, show that square of any positive integer is in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. Square of any positive integer. Now from the Euclid division we know that it is in the form of pq plus r. It is in the form of pq plus r. So our lemma becomes a is equals to 3q plus r, because it is given here 3m or 3m plus 1. And we take the values of r as 0, 1 and 2. Total 3 values, but not the 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have to check for them. So we have 3q plus 0, 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. Okay. Now it is given that is square of any positive integer. Now when we do the square, we have 9q square. Clear? So we just take 3 common and we have 3q square. In place of 3q square, I just write let 3q squared is equals to m. So we have it is in the form of 3m. This is for the case when we take r is equals to 0. Now I am going to check it for r is equals to 1. So you see how we do that. Just concentrate on either of the steps, because it will give you a great confusion if you don't observe these things which I am going to explain you. Now take r is equals to 1. We have 3q plus 1. Now when we square it, we got 9q squared plus 6q plus 1. Okay. So we take 9q squared plus 6q and plus 1 in one bracket. We just take all these types of q in one bracket, and the digits which don't have any variable in just take outside. Now we have here 3q common and we have 3q plus 2 plus 1. Clear? You just take only 3q square and 2q. Okay, now here we can take different values. I make 3q square plus 2q as m. We exempt it. So it again becomes 3m plus 1. It has the form of 3m plus 1. We want to show that the only constant variable we have 1 here. And here we have no variable, no digit. Okay. Now we have to check for when r is equals to 2. Okay. Now check it. When r is equals to 2, we have 3q plus 2 and we have to do the square of this variable. So we have 9q squared plus 4 plus 12q. Clear? So we have 9q squared plus 12q plus 3 plus 1. So we have 3 common. I have 3q squared plus 4q plus 1 plus 1. So again we will take this whole as a constant m, and it takes the value of 3m plus 1. So whenever we do the square of any positive integer, either it has the form 3m or it has the form 3m plus 1. This is the concept you have to keep in mind to solve each and every question of related with Euclid division algorithm. And after that, in your exercises you have to find how to find the HCF and how to find the LCM simply by prime factorization and by using the formula, etc. I also made one separate video for that. I will place the link of that video in the description of this video, and from there you will got the link of that video. In another video, I also made how to rationalize the rational numbers, etc. You will go to the playlist for class 10th in my profile. You will got all the videos regarding there which I made earlier, and I also make one more I think video on this topic, and you will get all the in your description box. If you like my contents, if you like my way of explaining you, then please subscribe, and also please share with your friends, because education is to spread everything. Clear? So please share with your friends and tell them also to watch these videos. Thank you.